Hello everybody, and welcome back to the King Fox channel. My name's Matt Conacher, and I'm building a Kit Fox Model 7 STI. So, I've had a extremely exciting summer, really. Just last week, prior to, it was Saturday, we departed Aberdeen here, heading out to see some friends out in Colorado, and, well, we left a day early. So we continued our trip and spent a little extra time gallivanting around Denver. I thought, well, I'll use the weekend to finish editing a video and get it uploaded. And as we came out of our Airbnb, I hopped into the car and we drove down the road and got on the interstate and went over to the Brighton area. We stayed just outside of Denver and had a pretty good breakfast. Then after breakfast, as I got back out to the car, I looked into the back seat for my iPad and, well, it wasn't there. So I thought, where's my iPad? So I started looking around. Couldn't find it. So I opened up the old iPhone and looked up Find My, and my iPad said it was on the interstate, about 47 miles from where we came from. So I thought that was odd. So we drove back out there and came down the on-ramp, parked the car well off the side of the road, got out, and I was navigating around trying not to get run over, and I could see something shiny up there in the road, and sure enough, it was the old iPad. So the case came off, and then the iPad flew off down the road, and it's got pretty buggered up. I don't know if you could see that. Camera was smashed. The front screen was shredded. It was terrible. So there was my video. I don't have cloud backup. I don't like saving things on the cloud, so I didn't get a video put out. Not only did I not get a video put out, but I also thought that all my life events and pictures and everything else that I've been working on up to this point were going to be gone, and was having an issue with that. So took it over to Best Buy. They wouldn't touch it. In fact, they wanted $600 for me to send it to Apple so that I could then buy a new one. So that made zero sense to me. So I looked for a third-party guy, and I found Fallen Apples out of in Denver. Took it over to him. Not only did he, well, I bought a new iPad, so in the event, because the screen still would turn on, you could see some sort of life behind the screen, which I did find amazing because it was on the interstate, I-70, and it had been probably run over by semis or trucks or cars or who knows what. Things that shouldn't drive over your iPad. So since it turned on, I thought, well, let me buy a new one in the event that he can at least transfer the data over to my new iPad, because you need a place to put your data if you're going to transfer it someplace. So in the interim, while he transferred everything over, I asked him if he could put a new screen on this, and he said, sure. So I have a new screen, which pretty much looks like brand new, aside from the shattered camera. The front camera works, everything else works. So I think this iPad is going to have special meaning to me and will now be my editing iPad for future videos. It's also a sign that I probably need to come up with a way to back up my iPad. So without dragging this out too far along, I'm going to do another video on the actual airplane and get that uploaded so that you guys can have something to watch on Monday. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, notification bells, ding-a-lings, and all those other things that you're supposed to say that most people don't click on. And I sure appreciate those comments from one of my subscribers over in the UK. He has great questions. So Mr. Kemp, I do believe is his name, Jeremy. So thanks, Jeremy, for those questions, and let's keep them going.